Yo guys, welcome to a brand new video. Today, I'm showing you a prismatic hunter build that's going to make you helicopter your cock. Or if you're a woman, flick the, uh, 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 cut that. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into this. So for the super, we're running Golden Gun Marksman, and you can actually do two different supers with this build. You can also do Silk Strike. Both of these have a unique interaction with Ascension. We're going to be using Gambler's Dodge. When you do Ascension, you can actually proc this and get your melee back as well, so that's always nice. We're using Triple Jump. We're using Threaded Spike. This will cause Sever, which is very, very nice. We're using the Duskfield Nay. This is your main source of getting Darkness Energy. We're using Status Executioner with Ascension. Another good combo is obviously Threaded Spectre. Would recommend do this in the Grandmaster content, just because it pulls the aggro away from you and your teammates. And for the fragments, we're running Facet of Hope. You pretty much get every single light buff in this build other than Devour and Cure, so you'll procking this a lot. Facet of Courage. Whenever we hit a target with our Threaded Spike or with our Dustfield Grenade and we do an Ascension on top of them, it'll do more damage. We're also using Facet of Dawn, which is going to pair very well with our main weapon of this build. Facet of Purpose, we are getting Restoration from this. And like I said, if you want to use Silk Strike, you can. You'll get Woven Mail. Also using Facet of Protection, it's just free DR. Alright, and for the armor, for the main piece, we're using Gifted Conviction. This is an absolute god tier piece. It improves Ascension. The main piece we want this for is whenever we jolt targets, which is basically impossible not to do with this, you'll get a resist. I don't know the exact, I think it's 50% when you jolt targets with this. I think it has to be with Ascension as well. I'm not 100% on that. You get a 50% damage resist, plus all the other damage resist we have. We're stacking a lot of damage resist, essentially, is what this build really is. And then this is what I'm running for all of the other mods. The utility kickstarts is like the only useful thing you can do down here, because none of these proc off of Ascension. Bomber doesn't, Reaper doesn't, Powerful Attraction doesn't. Unfortunately, none of those do, so I just did double utility kickstart just to get it back even faster. And when it comes to the weapons, we're running Bastion in our first slot. It's a fusion rifle, which is very good for this season, mainly because of particle reconstruction, which it can benefit from, and the benefit from Radiant as well, so you're double stacking a bunch of buffs there. But also, when you hit a target with a melee, you get a buff that I think it's like 45%, so all of that is stacking together. For the second weapon, this is how we're getting an overshield. That being said, you do have to have Repulsor Brace, so good luck with that one. Go farm some GMs or just the normal one. And for the heavy, I'm just using a Fallen Guillotine for Eager Edge. This is simply for movement. And when it comes to artifact mods, this is what I am running. Unstop Fusion isn't that important because we have Intrinsic on Bastion, so you can run this or not. We're using Volatile Marksman, and with the boost, we'll be able to get our class ability back a lot. And when you have Threaded Spike, you'll be able to make Tangles, which those Tangles can now sever, so that's always nice. Disruptor Spike just buffs Sever, essentially. Alright guys, that is the build. Hopefully you enjoyed this one. I thought I might as well do a Gifted Conviction build. There's not much uniqueness you can do with this build. It's all about stacking resist, so go out there, have some fun. If you haven't seen this build somehow, this is definitely the strongest build on Hunter right now. Go give it a shot. It does really, really well in GMs. I don't have any Grandmaster footage for this. I do have some Expert and Master Lost Sector footage, so you can see the power and the resist that you can get out of this. It is absolutely insane when everything is stacking together, and you'll see here in the gameplay. Ladies and gentlemen, enjoy this gameplay, and I'll see you in the next one.